Okay, so our activity in a box assignment, we decided to do ours on origami, and this was completed by myself, Adrian, and Isabel. So this slide is just a brief overview of what we're going to be discussing during our presentation today. Again, we decided to choose origami as our activity, so we're going to be talking about how we can incorporate that into OT practice.
Okay, so what is origami? Origami is paper folding art form that is derived from the Chinese and Japanese culture. Ori means folding and gami means paper in Japanese. So the purpose and goal for our activity in the box. So origami helps with deficits in fine motor development in children, especially in touching, grasping, and manual manipulation. Also works on the visual and perception and the coordination of the hands. The area of occupation for our activity is leisure, play, and education.
So the study that we found to support our findings was one about dyspraxia in children with autism, and I'm going to be talking more about that in the next slide. So for this activity, we chose our client population as children with autism who also have dyspraxia, which is a condition that causes one to have problems with movement, coordination, judgment, memory, and other cognitive skills. So the reason that we chose this study was because the study ended up concluding that children with autism do in fact perform significantly worse in areas such as visual integration and overall motor coordination, as well as that they have difficulty planning and processing motor plans. So we thought that origami would be a really great way for them to improve upon these skills, such as fine motor skills and motor strength.
All right, for precautions and contraindications, we said that for precautions will be sharp objects such as the scissors and the corners of the paper that can produce paper cuts or unintentional injury. For contraindications, we have irritability, need for frequent breaks, may have low energy levels, and deficits in attention might prohibit the completion of the activity. Okay, for the materials that we have is box folders, written instructions, visual templates, colored construction paper, copy paper, markers, scissors, rulers, timer, foam balls, and stickers, and everything came down to E16. For the folders, we separated in 3 different ones, easy, medium, and hard, and I will show you the inside on the next slides. For the easy one, we have instructions for making a dress, a car, or airplane, or a house. For the medium one, we have making an elephant, flowers, and making a fox. And for the hard one, we have making a cat, a dinosaur, or a jumping frog. And folder were organized depending on the number of folds required to make the activity, the figure. And here are like some examples of the ones we made.
Okay, so some adaptations that we came up with is we have scissor adaptations. We also have different sizes of markers for the levels of grip. We have the squeeze ball to assist with the folding. And children can also benefit from making a story out of the activity. This can also help them form their narrative while creating their origami, and it can help them with their imagination, cooperation, engagement in the task, and the attention to their task.
So here are some of our upgrades and downgrades that we chose for this activity. For upgrade, as we showed in the previous slides with the folders, the patient can choose the difficulty level. So of course, for an upgrade, you would want to choose medium or hard. You can also choose between construction and copy paper. Construction paper is a little bit more demanding on motor strength, so you would want to choose that. For the upgrade, we also included a timer in the box, so you can give yourself an allotted time frame in which you want to complete the activity. You can also choose a smaller size paper because that's more challenging and demanding on your fine motor skills. And then for downgrades, we chose that the therapist can help the client with setup, whether it be cutting, sizing, or folding the paper. We can also include short breaks for the clients so that they have kind of a sensory and mental breaks while they're working on the activities. And then we also included the little foam ball that can assist them with folding because if they lack fine motor strength, the ball just makes it a little bit easier for them.
So to complete this activity, it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the difficulty that you choose. And so this is our activity in a box. Okay, so at the very top, we have origami designs that we've already finished, like the sailboat, the airplane, the frog, and the flowers. Okay, then we have our instruction list for the overall activity, which is very easy to read and understand. Okay, we also have different folders for the difficulties of the origami. This one's the easy. Okay, this one's the medium. And hard. Okay, now we have different types of paper. This is the copy paper, which is easier to fold. And the construction paper, which is more demanding on the folds. And it also comes in different colors. Okay, we also cut up some smaller pieces of paper for upgrades and downgrades. Okay, now we have a variety of different markers that the participant can use. It varies on the level of grip that they have. We have scissors. And we have two different rulers for cutting straight. And then we have our foam ball for our downgrade. We have the timer for our upgrade. And we have the stickers for downgrade as well. That's our activity in the box.
Now making an origami airplane, the first thing that we're going to do is going over our origami instruction list. And the first thing is choosing the level of difficulty and choosing the figure from the folder. We have written instructions and visual instructions as well. And for this activity, we're going to use construction paper to make it a little bit more challenging. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is just place the paper horizontally. And to make the first fold, we're going to bring the upper corner to meet the lower corner and fold. And now just unfold the paper and bring the upper corner down to meet to the midline and make a fold. And do the same thing with the lower corner. Now we're going to fold the triangle. But to make it a little bit easier, we're just going to place our finger at the end of the paper, and then we're going to bring the tip at the top of the triangle to meet our finger. We're going to press on it, and we're going to make a fold. And now we're going to bring the lower corner again to the midline and make a fold. And do the same thing with the upper corner. Okay, now we're going to fold the small triangle. And then we're going to bring the lower corner to meet the upper corner. And then we're going to make a fold again. To make the wings of the airplane, we're going to bring the upper corner halfway down, making a fold, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And once we finish, we're just going to press the crease to make sure the fold stays. And this is our origami airplane. For our upgrade, this is a visual representation of our upgrade. We're using construction paper in smaller size to make the activity more challenging, more demanding on the fine motor skills for the participants. I will also have a clock to time and make the activity more fun, more challenging. For our downgrade, we have a stress ball. This can be used with somebody that lacks in strength in upper extremity to help them fall, and we also use stickers to differentiate the front and the back of the paper.
And here are the references that we use to support our findings. And thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our origami in a box presentation.